Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia, just trying to fix this so it won't move away. I hope yesterday wasn't, well, when I put the last one of these up, I hope it wasn't too bad. I know I got out of the shot a bit. I'm going to have to leave the camera where it is. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So today, I did find my bird. Look, there it is. There's the bird that I looked for to put in there yesterday, and I couldn't find him, but he'll go on another one somewhere else later on. So I finished around the outside of that, and I'm sorry that cut out before I did. And today, I'm going to set the timer. I'm sorry about this, but I'm just going to have to. I hope this is not going to upset the little dog. Or anybody else. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I turn it off before it goes off anyway. Yeah, so this morning I'm in here a bit later than usual. Oh, well, it just depends, because I've been out cutting up things. I have been using my scan and cut to cut out hexes and circles. So I think there's 20 or 30 in there. Look at the size of those, will you? I think I've got smaller ones, haven't I? Oh no, that's the smallest size, but isn't that cool? Look at it. Aren't they little? I don't know if you can see how small they are. Look at that. Isn't that tiny and wee? But I'm going to use some of those on these, so we're going to be doing that. And they're a bit bigger. Then I got a bit bigger size, and then a bit bigger size still. And only for the fact that I didn't have a lot of this cardstock stuff, which is not, it's between a paper and a hard cardboard. That's what makes any sense. This one here is a bit harder, and it had a bit of fray bits on the edge because it didn't come apart very good, but it worked okay, you know. So, and then I've got some circles because I really need to use a few of those. This one here's got a different colour on the side, but that doesn't matter, because if you're using these for paper piece and these ones too, I could have used that. But I'm not going to take this paper out of what I do when I do those, because I'm not making anything that's going to have to be washed. Okay? So I had a good time this morning cutting up all that stuff, except for the fact that I didn't have enough of this paper. So I'm going to have to try and go on the, because it's not a, I don't know what weight it is, so that's the issue for me. Actually, it's just a bit heavier than what the normal copy paper is, because you don't want it too heavy. See, that would have come in handy yesterday, and that's what I'm going to use in a minute anyway, I think, to show you what I'm going to do next on these circles. Righto, I think I've done enough on each one. That one could have a little bit of something in the middle, but we're going to look at that later on, okay? Now, I've cut out a few different, very badly. I'm going to be able to use the scan and cut, I can do the paper things, okay? I couldn't find any, it's supposed to cut out fabric as well, but I couldn't find any stuff to put behind it, because you've got to put a stiff Visifix or some sort of thing like that to just keep it really stiff so that it'll cut through, you know, without wrinkling it all up. But I couldn't find any of that because I thought I had some, but it wasn't, and so I'll have to get some more of that. And if I did have some, it would be really old anyway, so I want to get some more of that to make the fabric stiff. But with having these little circles is going to help me anyway. I can just make it a little bit bigger. But then I've got these, I can cut out the fabric. It's not like I'm going to do hundreds and that, you know, so for the fabric. But I'm going to use the Gemini, which is it's like a big shot, which I've got one of those as well, but the Gemini will cut out all my hexes, because I've got the right sort of these really thick ones that go for hexes. And I don't know if there was any other shapes I may have, but I've got to find the right ones to do that for the Gemini. These come with it. There's a lot more, but that will be a piece of fabric. But I don't think it'll be big enough to go. It might be big enough to go over that, to cover that, but it only comes to the outside, so it's probably the same size as that. But I can cut out. Anyway, I know what I think I know what I'm doing, so I'll do that. Okay, a bit later. So I'm going to do that with the Gemini, because it's one that you don't wind through. It's one that's electric, and you just push it through in there and it does that for you, so that's good. But anyway, I haven't used this machines for a long time, and now I can actually get to the sewing machine because this morning I got hubby to help me clear the stuff off the top of it. Still got heaps of stuff underneath it, but that's okay because I don't need... Oh well, I'm going to have to put the foot press somewhere down there. But anyway, now let's get back to this. So we're going to decide what other colours that we can put on here so it's going to look good. We're going to have to, make it sure it's pretty. Got a blue, got a bit of yellow. Maybe got one of those. Pink, oh, hot pink, that's nice, isn't it? Nice hot pink. That look good? Does that look good? Yeah. This is going to look really nice, isn't it? Hopefully I'll get more colours and put, but otherwise you can repeat them anyway because I cut out 2 of each one. It doesn't matter if you repeat the colours on there. So this time we'll work on this pink one. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. There's always something there in the plan for me, isn't there? Okay. This looks a bit wonky, doesn't it? But I'm not going to be too worried about it because I think it'll turn out all right. Okay, now roll up them sleeves. I actually put my cottons into a bucket here or dish so I could just grab out what I need. I need things that's going to show up. I need colours that's going to show up really good. The yellow's nice, isn't it? Look at that fluff all over everything. Goodness me. Everything's covered in fluff in this house. I've been rolling that thing. This thing, that just come off here, and the thing underneath. All this stuff just come off there. It's just covered in fluff. But anyway, it's all right. I don't mind keeping the fluff off it. So good. I don't know if I want that one. Do I have another needle there somewhere? I think I did. I think that might be too small. The top in that. Oh, hang on, here's one. It's got a good sized hole in it. This is probably I'll think of it in a minute. Straw needle, maybe? Because they have a good sized eye and they're pretty thick, Anyway, thank you everybody for your lovely comments. I don't know if there was any questions asked. Now that's not good. Looks like I've tried to cut it twice and that's not good. Don't know if there's any questions in the last lot I put up there. Last lot I answered this morning. I just thanked everybody for your comments. I don't know if there was any questions. Now we need something different to go around the outside of that, don't we? We don't want to have the same thing all the time. So I was going to put what have I got around here? So I did a running stitch and then I did that around that. And honestly, I can't even think what that might be, some sort of a twist thing. And we've got the blanket stitch around that one. This has got a fly stitch around it. I might do I'll do a cast on stitch around this. But to do that, I'm going to have to sew it down, I think, first to start with. We'll stitch it down first, because I don't want it to be wobbling all over the place. We don't want to do that. Now I showed you how... I didn't show you how to do those two, and I'm sorry about that. But the fly stitch is pretty easy. But I will probably do another one on somewhere down the line on this anyway, so we'll be able to catch up with that. Because I think I'm going to start a new crazy patchwork piece. I should be working on what I got, but we're not going to be judging me today. I'll judge myself on that, I don't think. I'm going to go pretty close to the edge because I don't want it to be too obvious that it's there, and we'll be able to stitch over it maybe. I don't know yet. You can't see it, look, it goes right down in the felt. I'm working on wool blanket. This felt is really nice for this. If you it's a really good piece of wool blanket that I've had for many years. I get it. You get attached to some things, and because they're expensive, you don't really want to use them, do you? You think, oh, well, I might not ever get another bit. That's not necessarily so. You know, I tend to keep things for a fair while, like these felts too. Like I said yesterday, I just collected them up over the years. If there was nothing else I wanted behind the shop, I'd grab a few of these just for because they were only cheap. I think they're about either $2 to $5 a sheet now, and they cost me $1 when I bought these. They're good. They're not, you know, they were $1 each. So I used to pick out a few colours because I do love the beautiful colours that they have them in. I probably should have sewed on these first for you to show you. You know, just do this to stitch it down so you can go around in and work on each one at a time. Okay. And I just made those little stab stitches all around there. And at the back, of course, you can see it, but they're not that much bigger than what they, you know, should be. I don't know what I got that on there for. I was looking for something this morning and I found it. Just stuck it on my hand. Have a habit of doing that. You know how we are. Yeah. Right, mouthful of juice this morning. Oops, I don't think I got much sleep last night either. It happens. Sometimes I don't sleep as much. Maybe I don't do enough in the day that I need to have any more sleep. What colour was I putting on here? It was yellow, I'm sure it was. And what have I done with that? This is ridiculous, isn't it? I'm sure I had a yellow thread that I thought I was going to put that on there. I wonder how it got over there. See, I've got it back. I'm going to do anyway, I have got it. Look, here's the bit that I threaded on, eh? Don't think that's going to be enough though. I'm going to swap it. I'll use that when I'm only needing a little bit. Okay. I'll use that when I only need a little bit. I hope I don't go out of the shot here. Now, I went and I looked at this camera on the internet, or my husband did, because I was a bit frustrated with it, to see how you use it, because I wanted to find out what the timer on it, and it hasn't got a timer or a pause button. So the next one I buy, I'm going to make sure I do have all those things. So I'm going to put this actually on the edge of it, I think. I'm just going to come up right on the edge of the pink. And then I'm going to go down in there. That's about 1/4 of an inch maybe. Come back up through there. Don't go through your knot, Sonya. Oops. Looks like that's going to happen. Okay. And then we're going to cast on some stitches. How we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want to make it a little bit loose. We don't want it too tight. 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll have 14. Okay, that one didn't go on. There you go. Righto. There we are. Now, when I do the next one, I might do it a bit slower so you can watch what I'm doing and see what's going to be happening when you do it. Okay? So we're going to put that on there, righto? It's going to have some of those. Whether you put it down flat or what, that's up to you. Okay. Got him. Now come up this part here, a bit after. Oh, maybe leave a little bit of space. And then you want to make it about the same length. Come back up through here. And we do 14 again. So push your needle up a fair way, righto. And then just like you cast it on stitches, if you want to do some knitting, just do that. 3, 4, go over your thumb and back down in there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, I was going to say, you're going to use a lot of thread, okay, to do this, so you'll be joining someone. Keep it in between your finger and your thumb there while you pull that through. So it'll be tidy. Keep it nice and tidy if you can. Do your best. So it makes a nice edge. It's making a frill around the outside really, isn't it? Go back down, not where you come out, but next to it. I hope that's what I've done. I hope I haven't gone right down the wrong place. So we got those, there's 2 of those going. They look pretty cool, don't they? And then you're going to go back up in here. We may have enough to do another one. Enough thread, because it takes a bit, doesn't it? I'm just trying to keep them at the same distance apart if we can. And I don't know, my husband's got my heater turned on, but I swear he turns it right down low. I really would, because unless he's unplugged it. Geez, it's not doing much, is it? Okay, he does, he turns it right down. Does he think I'm going to get too hot on it? Anyway, we fixed that. Now, and he fixed the thing for me yesterday, so I shouldn't pull the camera down today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. Just having a quick count on that to see. Some of them I might have counted in my head and didn't say out loud. I don't know if I did or not. You probably think I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I hope I do. Now that looks cool, doesn't it? I do like that. Yep. Rightio, that looks really good. Get in there. Now this is all tangled up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out because it's nearly coming unthreaded anyway, and I'll thread it again. So I'll try to straighten out my thread. Okay. It's pretty cool here today, but it's sunshine, so that's going to be good in the sun. Jeremy's out there doing a bit of gardening, so it's not too bad of a day. Yesterday it was raining. It was raining a bit. Oh dear. Oh, you should have seen me cat last night. I got up to go to the bathroom and he's there in this. I made him a nice little round bed to get in so he could, you know, because they like round things for some reason, cats do. And there he is, laying across it, his legs and his arms in there, his white belly up in there, just down, just gnawing away. It's really good to see him cosy. I'm used to getting in the bed with us, but I think he finds it too hard because I move about a bit and it's just, you know, it's disturbing for him. So he likes to sleep in this thing I made him, so that's good. I'm up to 4 now. 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to undo that, but I'm pulling it out, okay? So I'm going to have plenty of room. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, of course, we're going to have to thread that back up before we pull it through because it won't work if we don't. So I'm going to do that. I hope I can get it through there. I'll have to wet the end of it because I don't think it's going to go through. It's doing a lot of fraying on me here. Push that through, Sonya. Okay, come on. It's not moving. Come on, get through. There we go. Learned all them tricks, you know, because back in the day, before, when I only had, when I first collected up all this stuff, I probably didn't have a lot of cottons that were, you know, so we tried to save as much as you could, you know, still do it really. You save as much as you can. The cat's up there going crook, as usual. He's always grizzling at Jeremy for something. Poor old thing. He only has, Jeremy feeds him when he asks for it because he'll have 2 or 3 biscuits at a time and that's it. Like tiny little biscuits, you know, because he only has 2 or 3 at a time and that's all he wants. You go away then. So Jeremy gives him a couple, off he goes. Sometimes he was putting more in there, see, but he wasn't eating them all, so we had to change that. So he just has a few, and then he comes back and he cries and he wants some more when he's ready. Anyway, so if that's what he wants, that's okay. That's the only thing he eats. He doesn't want to eat anything else. He just won't eat anything else. He used to have some turkey meat once a long time ago, but he won't eat anything like that now. Don't know what that's about, but anyway, I think I might have come over too far on that. I'm going to cut that off because I won't be able to undo it and make another knot when I pull it through. Give him it's the best cat food you can buy, so they say, so that's good, but he probably could have a lot of other things, but he won't eat them. He's just not, hey, that's not working, I keep making a mistake, I'm not going close enough. Other cats we had, you know, one of them was really, you couldn't even put your food down near her, she'd be fair at it, but you could sit him on the chair with you while you're eating your dinner and he wouldn't even touch it, he wouldn't even be bothered, he doesn't even bother about it, it's not, so that's okay, he's a good boy. Don't mind sharing with him, but he don't want to share. And when I make his bed, because I fix it for him for night time, he's there and he's watching me. He's looking at me, you know. He's around beside my leg and he's watching what I'm doing. Make sure I do it nice, I suppose. I just say to him, I'm just making your bed there for you, mate. It's all right. I'm only just making it a bit tidy. It's not that bad. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okie dokie. Pull that through. So I just picked up that little piece of thread which to use it too, but I probably shouldn't have done that because it doesn't matter how many times I'm going to join it, it's okay. I'm not going to be worrying about it because I'll just join it each one of these parts, and I've gone and put it back over there now. That's an idea, yes, but I didn't want to do it. You know, we could lap them across one another too. That'd be good, wouldn't it? But I wasn't planning on doing that. I did take it back too far then. I kept mucking around with it till I just changed it completely. I suppose it won't matter. I'll have a look and see. How bad is it? Well, so you can see that it's going over there, and I don't think I want to do that because It's wrong, isn't it? It's not going to look like the others. It's a way of doing it, yes, but not for me today, okay? It's not going to be what I need today, so I'm going to have to take it out. If I can figure out how. Which way does that go in? Shouldn't take long to undo it. I have to figure out which way it's going. Back through here, isn't it? Look. I think. Do I have to undo all these bits? I think I've ever had to unpull one of these parts before. So I come out here. I had to get back down in here, didn't I? So one of these will be it. Because there's two pieces here. Come on. I had some pliers here yesterday because I couldn't find... Oh dear. I don't pull my thread apart. And that's what's happening, isn't it, Sonya? You got to get the right bit. It'll ruin your thread if this keeps up. How much have I done with it? Just that one. I've only done one, haven't I? I hope I'm cutting the right thing off. We hope we cut the right thing off, and we did. We cut that off. Okay. Because it only just started, hadn't I? So we're safe. Are we safe? Yes. So we'll do another one. Now, that's good. We're going to get another piece of cotton. I was lucky that it was the only one I'd put on. Make sure this time you don't make it so it's lapping over. It doesn't... I might do one that laps over, but this one's not... So I'm not going to start doing it now. You know what I mean? Now do it properly, start with A. Right. Yeah, so, but anyway, I can't believe this camera doesn't have... Now, this time, come up this side of it a bit. Come on. Don't get too close. Because that's what I wanted to do that. Okay, so we're going to go down in there. Come back up through here. Yeah, right. And up this round here. Right. Okie dokie. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. But down in there. Hang on to it. That's better. We did it this time. We fixed it. Okie dokie. In through there. Do another one. That one must have been a little bit loopier. That's going to be a bit loopier. That's alright. I did not, maybe I didn't do it tight enough. Oh dear, it's not going through. What's going on with that? You're probably pushing it through some of the thread that's already there or something, Sonya. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next in a minute, because you can continue around with this and I'll continue around with mine, and then we can look at, so you can finish it 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can pull that through there. so we can finish going all the way around there later. I'll put this over, I'm going to put this over here for a minute, and we're going to do something else on it as well, so we can have, you know, so you can do a little bit more work until I put the next episode up, I suppose. Now, I've got this blue on this needle, but I don't know if I want to put the blue on. Looks alright. Don't use many of these light colours, do I? Because they don't, you know, to me they're not really a colour. I suppose they are. It is a colour, isn't it? So that's nice. There's an ecru colour probably, which is not quite. That's a pinkish sort of thing, that one. This ecru one's a bit thick, I think. I might just use this one here, and I will make something. These have all got things in the middle, and I don't know if I want to do that with this. But I could put my hexie in the middle, couldn't I? Okay, so that was what the plan was anyway. I was going to do that. I was going to put a hexie in the centre of this, because otherwise I'll put a circle in. It's really easy to do, isn't it, to put a hexie in there. That's a bit big. That one's a bit skew with. I must have cut the end off that, because some of them I did. Some of them didn't have a... For some reason I overlapped a couple of them when I was putting them in there, when I was putting the thing in. And this doesn't look to me like it's very good. I don't know, these things just don't look right to me, but when you put them down there, okay. What else have I got? Have I got a bit smaller one than that? A bit bigger? Wait a minute. No, right down to the small size. I'm sure I had one between them two. Okay. Maybe not. I'm sure I did, because that's just gone from way too big. Just give me a second. I had them in this book here. I brought them in. Maybe he brought them in for me, but I don't think he dropped any. Well, that's not helpful, because I'm sure I had a smaller. Okay. Sorry about that. I know I did that because I wrote on it, and I know there was another packet. So, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I won't be doing that now, will I? I'll try something else now. We'll try something else, okay? Oh dear. I suppose all the things don't have to have something in the middle of them, do they? But a lot of them do. They'll look alright, you can see that. I'll take these off. I need a longer sort of needle than this, and I just can't see. No, this one will do me. Can't be looking, searching everywhere for something and get anything done if we're looking all the time. Okay, now I'm going to try and find the centre of this, because I want to do a little crossover thing to make a little... Where do you reckon that is? There, centre. Does it look like it to you? Just do me best, eh? And go over there a bit further. How about that? Righto. Now I'm going to do a... well, I wanted to do... yeah, I should have put both those threads down in there, because I was going to do a double one of those likes on the outside, only for the centre. Right, so we'll go back through there. Got a knot. That's why it won't move. Come back through. So now I had to put two pieces together, okay? I should have had two pieces knotted together, because we're going to do this now. You know how we do. Go down in there, not in the same place as you had that knot, and come up in here between it. We need to open this up. Not that way. Well, it will work if I just turn the needle around. Just turn your needle around and that'll it will unravel it if you just, if you can just turn it around, it will unravel it. Get it all? Yes. So now you got that, okay? You need it to look like this. And now we're going to put one of those and one of these. Am I doing this right? I'm going to find out in a minute, aren't I? I don't know, it doesn't look right to me. What am I doing wrong? Go back a minute, Sonia. I've got to find my book now. I've got to actually go and find the book and see how that stitch works. I've got him here somewhere, which this one will do. I shall not be a minute. It's a... I can do that woven one, I guess I haven't showed you that. But I want to do this cast on one. I'll have to look at the... You're going to see for cast on, don't you? Wait, catching... coral, catching... Won't be a minute, I'm here, nobody panic, I'm just looking for... Well, there's a lot of... I'll do a double one. Oh, I want to do a double cast on stitch. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, well, it's just not working for me now, is it really? Because it's not in here. Would that be under D? Because sometimes they do that to you, don't they? Okay. French visual. You're up to E's already. You put them there, I know you do, and then you must come up through here with that. Then you have this open, I know you do. I know that part is what you go to next, I know that's right. I'm just really concerned that I've made a mistake here. Can't imagine what that would be. Oh, no, that's right. Just do this and see what happens, eh? Let's have a go. We got one. I think it's right. Two. Maybe not. I can't see this bit here turning up there. I just don't understand what I've done. Three. Maybe I'm inventing something different. 5. 6. I need it to be that long. 7. 8. Do I do this with 2 needles? I don't know. Sorry about this, everybody. Oh dear. please don't go away. Let's stay here and see what happens. I think it's right though. I really do. I think I'm doing it right. It just, to me today, it doesn't seem right because I was thinking of something else and I don't think I'm doing it properly, but we'll see what I get when we do this. This is probably not the stitch I'm looking for, but we're going with it anyway, okay? We're just doing this because it will work, I think. Okay, so we want these both of the same length. Yeah, and we're going to go up here and we're going to pull this through and we're coming down here and keep it all together. Keep it all together. Okay, come on. So that bit there that went, this bit here, what have I got? Okay, we've got one of these now, so how come I did that? I must be doing it back to front. I must be supposed to come up there and go down that way. Right. Okay, well, we're practicing and we're going to have to say, I will put that up on my you know, when I when I put this up, I will say this is practicing what we can do on here. We're going to have to try this again because we're not going to let that get the better of us. We've only got 5 minutes, but we're going to try it again. We are really going to try this again. Why did it come undone there? Come on, you can get out of there, please. Ah, a bit extra. Righto, now I need two of these, right? And I'm not going to use it on that. I'm going to actually use another piece of fabric to do it on because I don't want to ruin that. So if I want to make this bit, right, I need to make that so it's okay. What do? Do I go back in there and then up there? I think so. Now we might be right. What do you reckon about now? How about now? Do you think that's right? Look, see what I did this time? I don't have it up there. I've got it down here where I went back in. Okay. So then 1, 2, 3. No, that's not working still. 4, 5. I'll try it. 6. I'm just going to put this many on and see what happens to this now. Where's it going to go? It doesn't. It just doesn't work. Oh dear. Sorry everybody. Sonya's going to have to redo this. I'm not going to redo the video. I just want you to forgive me because I don't want to have to take this off the back of it. No, because I can't. So, I'll work out how to do that stitch and I'm going to come back on here and I'm just going to make a small video on that stitch, okay? So thank you for watching and I'll come back and I'll put a video up after that one on how to do this bit, okay? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.